Hello, everyone. Jackie-Tomlin here, and welcome to another episode of When Spirit Speaks podcast, season 5, folks. Hello and welcome. Thank you guys for all your love and support and your feedback. I greatly appreciate you all. I want to give you a little bit of intro information. If you're seeking a personal information, it's JackieTomlin.com, and you will find a list of options over there in regards to psychic readings. You may also contact me about shows or any other input that you have. February horoscopes are still not published yet. The site is working, but we're having problems with the horoscope page. And to let you know, those all popular monthly email reports are back on track for a 48-hour turnaround. I think I finally got those caught up. Okay. So today is Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. It's really funny that, certain days of the year, it's kind of like people attend church on Easter and Christmas if they don't go all year. And sometimes it just takes one day for everyone to catch up with the loved ones or the ones that, you're tied with matters of the heart. A lot of times the past will resurface, or it could prompt that those secret admirers may come out in more ways than one. It's definitely a day of boldness and definitely a day of expression. And I think it's an excuse for everyone to say that they love you. So pretty cool, pretty cool. And I have to say, I've asked this often. I do have my clientele as both male and female. And just as an opinion and just to let you know, I know my guys out there often fear of rejection. I can honestly say I think the females have a higher fear of rejection than the males do when it comes to approaching someone for the first time. And yeah, so I mean, even if you're single, treat yourself. It's time to celebrate, you know? Uh Anything. Flowers, lunch, dinner, coffee, maybe some DoorDash or spa day, outfitter on your purse, but definitely treat yourself. And you can also celebrate in the fact that you won't be single forever. And that is pretty much a fact for all of you. Although it might not feel like it right here in the present. And for those out there that are struggling and you're trying to recover, okay? You need to treat yourself too. You really do. Some healing videos, maybe a life coach, some energy work, Reiki, massage, meditation, yoga. Treat yourself to that. And let me say this, if you're covering from a narcissist, and it's a process that takes time. Okay. You will not feel the same way this time next year as you do right now. And I can assure you of, but it is going to take time. And if you need to reach out to talk to someone, by all means, do so. It took them a long time to manipulate you. It took them a long time to convince you that everything was your fault. Okay. And it's going to take you a long time to realize that what you experienced with them wasn't real. But bottom line is, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. So you treat yourself too. And a special shout out to a friend of mine that is in recovering from a narcissist. It's going to be a long journey, and I know she's going to come through it just fine. Okay, gang. What do you say we get into some messages from Spirit here for the next week? Just to see what comes through, what Spirit has for us. I like to, when it comes through with little signs and synchronicities, and someone has asked me, what does that mean? If I give you something random, it's generally just a sign of something that you will see just to reassure you that you're on the right path. Sometimes we need that. Sometimes we need that. Okay. So let's run an Aries through Pisces. I have time. I'll do a quick collective here at the end. And like I said, happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Let's see what the next week has in store for you. We're going to start with my Aries. Y'all got high vibrations going on here. Something going on at work. You guys are really leveling up at your job, really giving it your all, making some waves, doing really good. Some of you deciding to be self-employed, and that's going to be probably the best move you ever made. Okay, so a couple signs that jump out for my Aries that may or may not resonate for you is going to be a Cancer and or a Pisces, okay? And you're entering a time frame that fear and worries are leaving. As I said for the beginning of the month, and I saw it throughout the month of February, you too, you've got decisions to make that you've been putting off. And for a lot of you, there are going to be some tough decisions, okay? But at the same time, you're on the right path, and you need to know that, even though you're going to have to dig for your patience a little bit here and the next week. There is some intensity and love for both my singles and my couples, and get ready for a trip out of state. Now, towards the end of the month, I think is when I see the travel. Something you've been manifesting since fall is now going to come into fruition here within the next week or so. It's going to lead you to total victory. And there's something here that you're very, very anxious about. Okay. Let your guard down a little bit. Move forward and stop procrastinating. And there's a celebration and get together. And I really think this has to do with reuniting with someone from your past. Now, before you say, Jackie, I don't want to reunite with that person, it's not that person. Okay. This is someone you are definitely thrilled to reunite and reconnect with. If you're separated from someone or something, it's temporary. It's just a temporary thing. Also, when I talk about digging for your patients, it has to do with somebody using you or taking advantage of you, and you know it. You're aware of it. So it's something there that you're going to have to confront. Secrets are going to be revealed, and that's going to go back to, excuse me, the decision-making process for you. Okay. You can expect sudden changes, sudden, quick changes, and everything you want is within reach. But be open to change and be open to this occurring unexpectedly. Okay. So, in other words, don't get stuck into routines. Don't get stuck into patterns. Now, one of the things that's coming out prominently for you is the number 16. Uh, could be 61, but I'm seeing the number 16 in particularly. And owls. Owls seem to be significant. Whether you see an owl, see a picture of an owl, or come across one on the internet, that owl is kind of going to be your symbol that you are indeed on the right path and doing what you're supposed to be doing. You may want to look up the totem animal of an owl, because they generally represent wisdom. I don't know why I can't talk today. So yeah. All right, let's see what we have coming up for that earth sign of Taurus. Taurus, you are reconnecting. I think I'm speaking to some musicians out here, somebody with some talent. You could be any type of artist here. It could be a writer, musicians, something like that is telling me, not necessarily here in the next week, but you're devoting some time to it because you're getting ready to level up. And the spring, well, actually, the spring looks significant. Now, if you're here in the States with me, the first day of spring is March 21st, going up into mid-June. So they give you an idea of the time frame that I'm looking at here. But yeah, it's let me know if I've got artists out here, it's time for you to level up. Now, some signs that may or may not resonate for my Taurus are going to be Scorpio, Capricorn, and Gemini. Okay. Perhaps a Leo. I'm going to throw that out there as well. There's a caution for you guys to slow down. Okay. Slow down in what you're doing. Slow down at work, at home, and in your vehicle. That is a very strong caution. Had a Virgo jump out here, so you might be dealing with a fellow, definitely a fellow earth sign, maybe another Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. You have new opportunities, and some of these opportunities you feel or you know about, but there's a little bit of a delay attached to it, and that's okay, because I do see them coming out for you. There's going to be some secrets revealed, and some of you, there's some brief flirting going on, okay? And it's time for you to make decisions as well. You are in the stage of manifesting, and what I'm seeing here side by side, closure and new beginnings. So, my Taurus, you're in the process of closing out an era and beginning a new one here within the next week. And it's going to be it's going to have a strong impact. Okay. Because it shows you're going to take your power back. Now, someone close to you is also coming in with an offer of assistance. Someone wants to assist you, whether this is in your personal life or in your career. Everything you want is within reach too. And then more towards, I'm not going to say this current week, but more towards the end of February is where I'm looking at more of a commitment opportunity in regards to matters of the heart or leveling up in a relationship. There are new doors opening for you guys. There will be a small wish granted. And you know what? It's saying you need to get ready for a very, very fast pace. But everything here is indicating to me that you are leveling up if you're in the arts, and you're also leveling up if it's in your career as well as in love. So this week is kind of a week about working and gaming and just taking those steps forward and not procrastinating anymore and knowing that what you want is within reach. Now, ironically, the sign that you're going to look for, a sign that's going to show that you're on the right path, is a fire. And this could be an actual fire that you see, one maybe you see on the news. This could be a bonfire. This could be a picture of a fire, but it is fire. Also could resonate that a fire sign may be significant to you. And your fire signs are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. But that's what I got coming up for my Taurus. Now, moving on, we're coming in to Gemini. What do we have coming up for my Geminis? You know, the first thing I see for you, there's so much restless energy around you. It's so much, it's like you're bursting at the seams. You're wanting things to happen. You want things to happen right now, right now. Patience is done. um, you know, relax, breathe. It's going to come. I mean, I have nothing here that indicates that you're not going to get what you want. Okay. But you got to remember, you're acting on God's time, not your time. Okay. So sometimes you just have to go in limbo and just see where you're being directed until that time comes, as aggravating as it is. But you know, it'll always come in with more than what you asked for, more, significantly more than what you anticipated or what you asked for. Now, for my Geminis, energies that may or may not resonate for you, we have a Sagittarius and a Virgo that may or may not resonate. But you know what? You're definitely someone that's going to get what they want in more ways than one. You are also reconnecting with someone from the past. And I'm going to say this is someone you may have forgotten about, someone you're thrilled to reconnect with, but someone you've been out of touch with for quite some time. And also expect some sudden changes. Don't get stuck into routines, okay? Spring, you are wide open, and we only have a few weeks until we hit spring, so get done what you need to get done. You remain under this manifestation energy. Keep those vibrations high, draw into you what you want to see happen. You do get what you want. It's going to come in a form you're not expecting. Not expecting at all. Kind of like that shock and awe effect, but in a good way. Okay. If you're separated from someone or something, I need you to know that it's just temporary. Delays are actually in your favor, and I know you get so aggravated when that message comes through, but let me remind you, if your car stalled out mysteriously for 30 seconds, that 30 seconds could have prevented you being in an accident, okay? A Leo has popped up here. Leo energy may mean something to you. And what at first looks like a disappointment is coming in as a blessing in disguise. Like I said, it's about getting what you want, but it's coming in a way you're so not expecting. Okay. Remain positive. It is also time for you to make decisions. More towards the end of the month, you're going to have some of those hard decisions that need to be made. And yeah, there's, some secrets being revealed to you as well. Now, for some of you, you're finding some relief at the seashore. You're finding some relief beside a body of water. Some meditation, grounding, and centering. The digging of your patience, I guess I want to say, Gemini. But more so than anything else. So seagulls would not surprise me if you see those. And again, that could be in person. This could be on a postcard. Standing in line somewhere, seeing a picture of seagulls are going to indicate to you that you are currently on the right path. All right, let's get into my Cancer energy. What do we have for Cancers? What does Spirit have for Cancer? I'm seeing there's something here that has left you speechless. has almost left you dumbfounded. Not in a bad way. Okay. Let's see what we have here. Someone close to you, someone that you know, comes in for unexpected offer of assistance. And even though they're helping you, you're still going to have to dig for your patience. Okay. Um, your new beginning is right now. You're in it. You're in it. New opportunities will still present themselves. And good news is going to arrive. You're going to be ready to celebrate. Strong new beginning coming in the latter part of next week. Okay. Got several energies around you. Scorpio, Pisces, and Libra may resonate. Okay. Your fear and worries are leaving. It's that time period of just sitting back and trust where you're being led. Know that you're on that right path and that you're headed for total victory. It's also something here, projects that you have to do, things that you have to take care of. Stop procrastinating. Get the rest that you need, but stop procrastinating on what needs to be done. And that's where I'm seeing you struggle for the balance there. Okay. Get lost in those music lyrics. There's going to be a special message there for you. Be open to new opportunities, and you need to slow down at home, at work, in your car. And I go back to saying and finding that balance of slowing down and getting your rest and getting done what you need to take care of. There will be some good news that's going to arrive that you're going to be ready to celebrate. And this is all about getting things under control. Sudden changes, quick changes, and then everything flows naturally. Reviewing, some of you are sitting back reviewing some lessons that have been well learned. And you need to know that if you need to help, you need to ask for it. That's simple. Just ask for it and then help arrives. Soon there's going to be a trip out of state, and summer's going to just be your time to shine. Okay. There's going to be a joyful outing sometime this week, probably over the weekend. Getting ready for spring. Continue to manifest. You will get what you want in the spring, but it's going to come in a form you're not expecting. May also involve a Gemini. But honestly, I think you're in a really good spot. You just need to sit back and enjoy where you're being led and where you're at, and know that you are on a right path. Like I said, enjoy the new opportunity. Work on finding that balance. And speaking of finding the balance, one thing that's going to be significant to you to show that you're on the right path and remind you of that is scales, like actual scales, the old-timey scales, that you're going to see a picture of these, or you're going to see them. Maybe you own them, but I do see old-timey scales to remind you to restore that balance. Okay. Now on to my Leos. What does Spirit have for my Leos? My Leos, for whatever reason, I see a pink purse. It's going to resonate with someone. Alrighty. It's about digging for your patience. It's about new beginnings in winter. And if you're separated from someone, it's temporary. So your new beginning is actually right now, and it's going to really hit hard this week as far as a new beginning. Leo, I'm seeing a new opportunity being presented to you, something you have not thought about. And this may be something as simple as doing things differently, changing things up, doing things differently, getting a better result, kind of like breathing new life into something that you've been doing, or something that has become mundane. Okay. So what we're looking at here is you dig in for your patience. And I think this has to do with family. Okay. Just so you know. You're also working on taking care of some self-esteem issues. Some of you are lacking your motivation right now. What you've been manifesting since fall will come into fruition. And signs that are going to resonate for you are going to be Sagittarius, Virgo, and a Gemini energy are here. Okay. Definitely good luck and abundance in getting what you want. You'll feel that shift of energy probably about midweek next week, not this time next week. Okay. Planning of a trip out of state for summer. And we see that you also need to make decisions. And it is the same thing. These decisions will lead you to getting what you want, but it's not in the form that you're expecting. And I'm going to say, Leo, that's going to take place within the the next 3 days, okay? You have a very high drive for success, which is why everything you want is within reach and it's going to be attainable. You're also surrounded by a healing energy. That healing energy is coming from both of the physical nature as well as the mental or emotional, like where you're healing where someone's done you wrong. And that could very well be because I'm also seeing that you're being used by someone and you probably put a stop to it or you've had your say about that. And someone you know or someone close to you coming in as an unexpected offer of assistance, or I'm saying an unexpected surprise, maybe an outing or something. So very good energy there. Now, Leo, one thing that is going to resonate with you, ironically, is going to be a lion. Okay, you are the lion. And that is, you're going to see a lion. Perhaps you're visiting a zoo, picture of a lion that appears on TV. But that lion is going to be your indication. Spirit's right there with you and you're on the right path. Okay, coming up, we have Virgo. What do we have for my Virgos? What Spirit have for my Virgos? Virgo, honestly, I'm seeing you're having a total meltdown about something. Sometimes it takes a total meltdown to move you forward, to move you on into a different direction, into a different path. And so, what I want to say to you, if you're that scattered and there's that much emotion going on, you then take the time to emote. If you need to cry, cry. If you need to laugh, laugh. And if you need to scream, by all means do so, because this is a week of getting what you want. This is also a week that it's going to be very intense in matters of the heart and matters of love. Okay. Signs that may resonate with you as you dealing with another earth sign of Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Okay, let's see what we have coming up here. There's going to be a celebration, an outing of some sorts. Some of you may be dealing with someone with an addiction, or maybe perhaps you are struggling with an addiction. If you're separated from someone or something, it's going to be temporary. Also, an Aries and Sagittarius jump out here, fire signs. You are going to reunite and reconnect with someone from your past. This seems to be good conversations, just so that you know. Good news will arrive and you're going to be ready to celebrate. So maybe perhaps more than one celebration or more than one outing here. Okay. It's going to be a busy weekend. Delays are in your favor. You know how I say about that, just trust the process there. You do have a strong new beginning in spring and you're under that heavy manifestation. So keep your thoughts and energy positive. Some of you are making some strong plans for spring and they will come forward for you because it shows total victory. There's going to be some kind of aha moment that comes to you, some kind of clarity, some kind of confirmation, something you have suspected you're going to find out that you were right about. Okay. And I'm not going to say someone has lied to you, but maybe they withheld information and you suspected otherwise. You're going to find out that you were right about that. You need to get the rest that you need before further development. And this shows me it's like the calm before the storm. You're setting yourself up for a very busy and fast pace. So you too are going to have to find your balance there. There will be new doors opening, and these new doors are going to cause some scattered emotions. This does have to do with your living arrangement. This does have to do with marriages, and it does have to do with commitments. Okay, get lost in the music when you can. There's a caution to slow down at work, at home, um, at home, in the vehicle. I'm particularly seeing an injury. I don't know where this is, but it appears to me to be a foot or an ankle. So let's watch your footing, slow down, okay? Expect major changes. I mean, expect them. Expect the unexpected, but expect major changes. Stop beating yourself up over the past decisions. Past is in the past. It's time to move forward. There will be a trip out of state being planned, and you too have got decisions to make that you've been putting off. Now, for whatever reason, what jumps out is your signifier is a swing. This could be a porch swing. This could be a swing on a tree. This could be a tire swing, some type of swing that you're going to see, let you know that Spring is going to be a heavy new beginning, but it's also your sign from Spirit that you are on the right path, doing what you're supposed to do for the time being. Okay. So swing. All righty. Now let's jump into a Libra and see what we have here. Maybe a quick rundown for Valentine's Day. What do y'all think? Here then, just a one card pull. We'll see. Libra, you have the number 76 and 45 are what jump out. Okay. Libra, you are in that era of clearing out the old energy so you can welcome in the new. And it's a beautiful energy, beautiful transition. Now, I can say about midweek, there's going to be some type of disappointment that's going to turn into a blessing in disguise. Okay. So, yeah, funny how that happens, right? You are definitely in a strong era of new beginnings. Strong era of new beginnings. Okay. And you need to stop beating yourself up over past decision. What's done is done. Let's move forward. Energies that may or may not resonate with you are going to be a Leo, Gemini, or Scorpio. Okay. There's good luck and abundance, and it is about getting what you want. This is also coming in a form that you're not expecting, and it's going to come rushing in. Okay. There's going to be someone that you know is coming in for an offer of assistance because they see you have such a high drive for success that you're like on this unstoppable path, and they're coming in to push you over the edge. Okay. There will be the signing of a legal contract in our document. For some of you, this is a contract of work, and for others of you, this is a large lease and or purchase. Either way, you're ready to celebrate. You too need to relax and take some downtime and acknowledge and just breathe that those fear and worries are leaving. Okay. Getting what you want is coming into play. You will also be separated from someone temporarily, and you are also reconnecting with someone from your past. Now, the person that you're reconnecting with, though you don't see it right now, is honestly going to provide the help that you're seeking. Stop beating yourself up over past things and let go of any self-esteem issues. Now, more towards the end of the month, it's the same way. You've got decisions to be made. You've got decisions to make. And the thing about it is, Libra, they're not going to be pleasant decisions. They're going to be your tough decisions that you're going to have to make. Now, what I'm getting from Spirit is what is going to let you know you're on the right track is a boat. Boat of any sorts. Seeing a boat could be a speedboat, could be a pontoon boat, could be a picture of a boat. But that boat, when you notice a boat, that's when I want you to stop. Take that sigh of relief, trust the process, trust where you're being led, and know that Spirit's way of letting you know you're still on the right path. All right, up next we have Scorpio. Scorpio, it's asking you to move forward. There's something here that you're just struggling with to move forward, and it's really saying that you're going to have to push yourself, stop the procrastination, continue to move forward. You're spending too much time in your head. You're bringing your energy down, like almost like self-sabotage or depression here. So I think this is why you're being compelled to move forward. Yeah, to stop beating yourself up. You need to also understand that the help that you need is on the way. And sometimes all you have to do is ask for it. That's simple. Just ask. There is some intensity and love for both my singles and my couples here. But in matters of the heart, it also says you're going to have to dig for your patience. Nothing is ever perfect. But it also shows that you do, in the end, get what you want. Now, signs that may resonate with you, Scorpio, are going to be another Scorpio and another Cancer. Dealing with a little bit of stubbornness here. You really are. You're being led to total victory, and it's with the lesson well learned. Your scattered energy and your anxiousness, you need to stop this. You need to rest and relax, and you need to trust the process and trust where you're being led. There's too many thoughts swirling in your mind right now. You're doing like 10 projects at one time. You can't get ahead this way, okay? There is a new emotional path in store for you, and you need to tell someone no if you feel like if you don't want to do it, if you don't have time to do something. Just tell them no. You don't have to provide an explanation, just a simple no. And you will be taking time out to work on some self-esteem issues. Now, the funny thing about it is when I'm looking at your message from Spirit to let you know that you're on the right path, seeing firecrackers and fireworks. So that's pretty cool for this time of the year to see something like that. That's just going to be your reassurance from Spirit that you are indeed on the right path in this thing, called life. So there's that. Okay, up next we have my fellow Sagittarius. My fellow Sagittarius. What do we have over here? Let's see. What do we have? For my fellow Sagittarius. Okay, first thing you need to know is to quit panicking because everything you want's within reach. You're also one with the patience problem. You want it all right now. You seem to be stressed or carrying that tension until everything falls into place. And it's about to fall into place for you, but it is going to require your patience, which sad, your patience is not your virtue, okay? You're also working on some self-esteem issues, and your fear and worries are leaving. Your anxiety is high. Your anxiety is very high, to be quite honest with you. Self-sabotage if you start overthinking, so get out of your head, okay? In the end, it shows you do get what you want. Okay, now let's talk about signs that may or may not resonate. Another Sagittarius, a Capricorn, and a Cancer are here. Okay. Some intensity in the love life, but for some of you, it's just some brief flirting right now because you are being directed to a new emotional path. You too need to tell someone no. Not someone that's taking advantage of you, but if there's something that you just don't have time to do or something, just tell someone no. You're also getting lost in the music. You may be invited to a live music venue. You're definitely pushing forward. Positive thinking, do not get stuck in plans because I see a lot of sudden changes. A lot of sudden changes. Be ready to go on a moment's notice. Secrets will be revealed, okay? Some secrets are coming out. Those secrets may create some scattered energy, but it's more of a high vibration energy than something that you should worry about. Spring is going to be your time to shine. That's upcoming here in the next few weeks. And of course, you are on the right path. You also are going to really struggle with getting the rest that you need and jumping into things with 2 feet. So struggle for the balance is there. If you're separated from someone or something, it is a temporary separation. And good news is going to arrive that you're ready to celebrate. And I must say you're going to be ready to celebrate more than once. So more good news is coming in. Now, you are also getting ready to reunite or reconnect with someone. And when you do, this is going to be significantly a new beginning for you. Okay. The number 5 is jumping out here. Number 5 is all over the place here. And the one thing that may jump out to you that will show that you are specifically on the right path is those visits from your ancestors, and that's the site of cardinals. You may see 1, you may see 3, you may see several. Okay. That's going to be your indication that you are on the right path. Okay. Up next, we have Capricorn. Capricorn. What are we dealing with here? Capricorn. Be warned of being used by someone. There are new doors opening up for you and new opportunities, and people close to you are willing to help you. But you really need to put your foot down and take authority. This is what I'm talking about with the clearing of the energy is really going to hit home with my Capricorns, letting the old energy out. When you release that old energy, it allows for all the new energy to come in. When the new energy comes in, it automatically brings about a grounding and a centering to you. Okay. So just relax, breathe, take some downtime, dig for your patience. Sometimes harder to do than, it's not easy to do, but you will get it done. You also need to tell someone no. You don't need to provide an explanation. Just tell them no. Okay. Let's see what other energies we have coming up for you guys. In your energy, I have a Gemini as well as a Cancer. Secrets are about to be revealed within the next 2 to 3 weeks. And it's like when that Pandora box opens of things coming out, it's going to continue to flow. So a lot of information is going to come into you that you're not necessarily even seeking. It just, Spirit will deliver it to you. There will be more than one celebration and more than one outing. So get ready to go out to dinner, celebrate, be you, enjoy yourself. Stop beating yourself up over past decisions. What's done is done. We're talking about now, we're talking about moving forward. Okay. Some intensity and love is coming up here with matters of the heart and the clarity and the dawning of a new day. It's time to make decisions that you've been putting off. And guys, I'm going back to what I said. These are pretty hard decisions, you know? They're hard decisions, but they're decisions that need to be done because it has you moving forward and leaving an emotional upset behind. There will be more than one small wish granted, and you remain positive because that positivity is bringing in sudden changes. And when we get into the sudden changes, then everything lines up and falls in place. And get ready for a very, very fast pace and continue to manifest. Okay. The number I'm seeing is 40 and 49. That may resonate with you. Okay. And for whatever reason, what I'm seeing here is a particular bird, and it's not showing me any specific bird. The way it's hovering around, I'm going to say a hummingbird. That perhaps that you see this hummingbird on a postcard, on a picture, somewhere along, or you may actually see a hummingbird, but that is going to be your indication from spirit that you are doing the right thing and you are on the right path. Okay, let's move on to my aquas for my Aquarius. What do we have coming up for you for the next week? All right. The number 9 is here for my Aquarius. 9 is the indication of completion, that you're completing a cycle and getting ready to move forward with a new cycle. Yeah, I like the energy of this. Good energy. Definitely big plans, big new beginnings coming up in spring, and what you're doing now is leading you up to that. And you've got several signs here around you. I'm looking at a Cancer, a Gemini, a Capricorn, another Aquarius, as well as a Sagittarius. So lots of signs around you, lots of people around you. There's something here that you need to approach someone close, and it's asking you to proceed with caution. So it's just an uncomfortable discussion that needs to happen with someone close to you, as well as someone close to you is coming in with an unexpected offer of assistance. In the cycle of completion, you are in the week of endings, and with endings come new beginnings. Expect major changes, but during these major changes, expect something to kind of tweak your temper. Okay. It's going to be brief and passing, and it will lead you to something better. If you are separated from someone or something, you need to know that it is temporary. The number 48 is jumping out here. Okay. And it's asking you to move forward and stop procrastinating. Twice here, I'm seeing over and over that you're on the right path. You're on the right path. It's repeating it. And that there's a small wish granted. You also need to relax and take some downtime. Aquarius, I'm seeing you get ready to do some travel plans. So maybe a quick trip, maybe just a quick trip away, a quick trip overnight or something, kind of refreshes your energy. Could be to see a concert or a live music venue. You're in for a new emotional path, and you also need to know that the help that you need is on the way. So in this week of endings, I want to describe that for my Aquarius, you're actually in what I'm going to describe as the calm before the storm. Now, what is going to be significant for you is going to be a sunset. Not just any sunset, but one that really catches your attention, the awe of it. So whether you actually see this beautiful sunset or whether you see it on a postcard, that's going to be your sign from Spirit that you are on the right path. Okay. So last but not least, let's get into Pisces, my patient sign here, always at the bottom of the reading. All right, for my Pisces, I'm seeing the color gold, okay? Or something to do with gold, perhaps jewelry, but something to do with gold. The help that you need is on the way, and you're under a very powerful new beginning. It's going to be very emotional. With the new beginnings, it's closure and a new beginning. So, yeah, absolutely emote. There's some brief flirting going on here, and you're being led to total victory. There's lots of people here in your energy. There's been a lesson well learned that's created a lot of scattered energy around you. It's also gotten you questioning yourself. Okay. Let's see what else we have. Clarity that you need is coming into place. For some of you, there's the signing of a legal contract, large lease and or a purchase that you're like high school girl giddy happy about. Okay, so I want to throw that out there. And it does continuously tell you to move forward and stop procrastinating. Delays are in your favor, but they're out of your control. The same if you're separated from someone right now. It's temporary and you just need to move forward with you. Now, listen to the signs when I say you're surrounded by a numerous amount of people. I have a Capricorn, a Leo, an Aquarius, another Pisces, a Libra, and a Taurus. Literally half of the zodiac signs are right here for you. But overall, you're being led to complete and total victory. Now, oddly enough, what you're getting in doesn't show me a color, but it shows me the texture, and it's going to be a velvet chair, specifically a velvet chair. Now, whether you visit a restaurant or somewhere and they have a velvet chair, or you come across one while you're shopping or whatever, but that is what is showing me is your sign from Spirit to let you know that you're indeed on the right path is a velvet chair. The number I'm seeing is 35, and the color I'm seeing for you is like this bright emerald green. All righty. Wonderful messages. Let's get into a collective message. And the collective is for all of us, for all of my listeners. All righty. And I usually don't throw down tarot cards on the podcast, but you know what? It's Valentine's Day. Let's see what we have for each sign. Right now, for our collective reading of what we need to know here from Spirit for the next week. What we need to know from Spirit here for the next week. Well, let's see. There's going to be a lesson well learned, and that's going to create a lot of scattered energy. Do not self-sabotage. Some of you are going to dwell on this way too much. Don't get stuck in your head on this, okay? You're going to be surrounded by a lot of people. It's a time to get the rest that you need so you can move forward here. I am seeing self-sabotage again. Don't get in your head over things. You need to move forward with everything you had planned and stop procrastinating. You've got goals, you've got plans. Put your focus there and continue to move forward. What looks like a disappointment is going to be a blessing in disguise because you are on the right path. And you also need to expect the unexpected. Some kind of celebration is coming up here, and some of you are getting ready to take a really quick trip out of state, maybe unplanned. Okay. And also know that the help that you need is on the way. Now, there's several signs here. We have a Libra, Aquarius, Virgo, may or may not resonate for you. So, yeah, I'm seeing a lot of scatter, a lot of bajiggity energy, a lot of self-sabotage. If you're not in another Sagittarius is there too. So just be warned of that and just kind of roll with the flow. But your focus and intent needs to be on the immediate of what you need to take care of. Just move forward and take care of that. Okay. Let's see. Signs from the universe that you're on the right path. Those swans have come back. So any sighting that you see of swans, particularly a pecan tree, and homemade jelly. Interesting. Interesting. These are going to be signs that you are indeed on the right path. Okay, so let's do this. Let's just pull one card for each sign for today for Valentine's Day, okay? For Aries, what do we have for Aries? We have the Knight of Pentacles. Aries, this is talking more about money matters than it is matters of the heart. Okay, so what we're looking at here is that there's new money coming into play. And of course, it's money, so it's coming in slower than what you're anticipating. Taurus, you have the Knight of Cups. There comes that one riding in on that horse with that unexpected offer of love. And I really want to throw out unexpected. And for my Gemini, we have the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups says you may be dealing with a Scorpio energy, but it's asking you to open your heart to give love and open your heart to receive love. Okay, up next I have Cancer. Cancer, we have the intensity and love, whether you are single or whether you're a couple. Intensity and love. And some of you, this just could be the love emotions. And Leo, we have the Four of Swords. You're actually in the calm before the storm. For my Virgos comes the Emperor, the dominant, prominent, take charge type person. This is that person that's going to come rushing in to save the day. For my Libras, we have the Star coming in with wish fulfillment. There is a small delay attached to one of these wishes. Okay, and for my Scorpio, there's that Hermit. That Hermit says you are indeed on the right path. Trust what you're doing. Trust where you're being led. For my Sagittarius, we have the Knight of Swords. Something is rushing in. Sagittarius, what is rushing in is the Seven of Wands, your Zen card. Your inner peace is what's rushing into you. Capricorn comes in with the Ten of Swords. You're surrounded by healing energy, emotional as well as physical. Aquarius, you have the Two of Wands, getting ready to make some travel plans. And we have for Pisces, the Nine of Swords. Be warned of that bajiggity energy, some closure, and ultimately the loss of sleep. Now, one for everyone for Valentine's Day today. What do we have? We have the Four of Wands. Believe it or not, even if you're single and you have no one, someone is absolutely looking at you as their happily ever after. Someone is looking at you as you are their long term. And for some of you in a relationship, it's actually time to level up. Folks, that's what I have for you here today on Valentine's Day. I thank you for joining me as I do always. You guys have made it great. I cannot believe we're actually kicking off season 5 today. Thank you so much, my listeners. You're the ones that make it happen. And JackieTomlin.com if you're seeking a personal reading or anything I can help you with. Guys, I look forward to hearing from you. You have a fantastic week, and I'll see you again next week. Bye.